Hello, Golden Phoenix Games here, and here with my Marvel Rivals Hulk tutorial. Here we start with Bruce Banner, which you always start with. You have the gun, you have the Gamma Grenade, and you have the ultimate, Puny Banner. Pretty much it. Pretty simple. We'll be going over all the forms. So, as you can see, you can also melee.
There! They're up ahead!
So,
Don't underestimate
simple
me.
headshot. You can body shot, and then boom, you have your little CC. So you can get people off of you, and that's pretty much it.
I'm heroic in my own way.
And now, here we have the main attraction, the Hulk. You have your primary, the heavy blow. You have your indestructible guard, your bubble, your radioactive lockdown, your jump, your incredible leap, and your gamma burst, the clap. We'll be going over all of these.
There's gonna be a fight.
So, boom,
Too puny.
simple. Wham, wham, wham. Heavy blow. Radioactive lockdown. The thing about the radioactive lockdown is that it is an exile. They do not exist unless Hulk touches them. They can't get healed. Nobody else can attack them. So it is a perfect, useful tool to stop ultimates or stop people from capturing the point. You know, if you're like, oh, on overtime and somebody's trying to rush in last minute, you know. So, boom, quick Hulk, just tip. We had two enemies over there, boom, your two supports, you grab them, hit one, beat up the other,
Gamma shield.
bubble. The bubble can extend to pretty much everybody within the area. And your bubble comes back faster from each enemy that you hit with the clap. And if you notice, the clap pierces.
Protect.
And you get more ult charge the more damage that they take. So again, the more people that you hit with your piercing clap, the faster your ult charge comes back. I mean your bubble charge. Sorry, bubble charge. And here you have your leap, pretty much chase people down, get away, but it can be interrupted by invis push or any type of CC really. So keep that in mind when you try to jump away. And here we have the ultimate. Lots of lower cooldowns, no bubble, just you and 1500 health. The thing is that you have to be careful. You have to be careful. That you will get targeted because you are a big giant monster. We're not gonna go over Hulk juggles or anything like that, but that is something you can do as Monster Hulk. So, remember, when you're turning into Bruce Banner or into Hulk, you're CC immune, but you're technically not on the point. So keep that in mind if you're trying to stall.
Nerd win.
So when you turn Bruce Banner, pretty much any damage, any headshots, and anytime you hit you hit yourself with your own grenade, you get your ult charge back so you can turn back into the Hulk. So try to hit those shots as much as you can on Bruce so you can come back into the fight as Hulk a lot quicker. Now, here's something that you want to be pretty good at as Hulk. Getting flyers or anybody really just jumping out of the air with your incredible leap. So always try to get your head right up under theirs or right around there and just grab them. Remember, you could punch people in the air and pretty much any 250 target, boom, they're dead. And you just want to practice this. You want to get into the practice room and just practice dragging people out. And you want to turn up the difficulty by adding movement and then pretty much getting used to that, just hitting that little target area. You can, so keep that in mind if you see like a Star-Lord flying around, or Iron Man about to ult, or a Strange going up in the air trying to ult, or Captain America jumping around. Really, anybody that's like in the air significantly, you pretty much grab. You can do the same thing with Monster Hulk. Now watch this just a little bit. It's a little bit more difficult on Monster Hulk just because once they get towards the ground, you do want to like fling them around. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, you always want to just constantly, that's one thing that you always just want to do. As you see, you can spin around a little bit, try to get people oriented and keep them blocked off of heals. So that's something you also want to keep in mind when you do drag people down, is where you're going and what you're going to do with them. So here we're going to talk about the team ups, and here we have the Super Soldier Slam. Pretty simple. Doesn't really do much damage wise, and it looks cool, But there's a little secret to it. And especially, I think it's one of the better Hulk team ups versus the Wolverine one. So let's say take a lot of damage, or okay, so we're taking damage in the middle of a firefight, getting gunned down by Bucky, Elsa, Luna, and so we're like, oh no, pop bubble, but we're taking just so much. What do? Boom, Super Soldier Slam. You see right there that the bubble came back faster because the slam reduces your cooldowns. So if you have the bubble and you're like, man, I wish I had my bubble back because I'm almost about to die, remember, try to keep your slam ready for when you're engaging as a dive, as a dive tank, because that's what Hulk is, a dive brawl tank. So boom, pop the bubble. Oh no, taking a little bit more damage. Bubble instantly back. And remember, your bubble makes you CC immune. CC immune, you can pretty much tank any bit of damage with your bubble. As long as you have the bubble up, you can tank the damage. Now, with Captain America on your team, all it really does is just add vulnerability, so you can take people out a little bit quicker. So, it helps. Not as much as you would hope, but it does help. But I think that's the better part of this team up is just the fact that it lowers the cooldown. And so, like, especially like your bubble. But you have to remember that the lower your health,
Stop them.
the more of the cooldown that it takes off. So if you were at full health and tried to do that, it wouldn't take off as much time from your cooldown. So the lower your health, the better benefit that it has. So on the Wolverine team up, your fists are red and you punch faster.
There's gonna be a fight.
That's literally it. You just punch faster for a limited time, and you have one. You see, is on a 15-second cooldown, and you just wait. And you have one other cooldown that makes you CC immune when you get to half health. And the reason why I say it's not as good as the Captain America one is because you can't control it really.
Berserker!
Once you become CC immune, it's for a few seconds, yeah. But it's 60 seconds. 60 seconds of waiting. And, you know, as Hulk, you're going to be doing... I mean, yeah, you have the bubble.
Stronger again.
But I just feel like it's just... It's not as good. And you can combine the Hulk jump with the... with your regular... I mean, the Hulk jump with the Patriotic Slam. But... That's it for today, and see you next time.